Hi, I'm Sarah. Thank you for taking the time to watch this quick training video in which we're going to review everything you need to know to get the best benefits out of your Beauty Blender. Everything from taking it out of the package, preparing your sponge for usage, application techniques, cleansing, and even the proper disposal of your Beauty Blender. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you how to properly remove your Beauty Blender from the pedestal. When removing your Beauty Blender from the pedestal, you're going to want to push it through, as opposed to pulling it out, which can cause damage and tear your sponge. Now, let's go over preparing your Beauty Blender for usage. Most importantly, you're going to want to use it damp. Simply squeeze the sponge a few times under the faucet, then wrap it in a dry towel and squeeze a couple more times to remove the excess water. Reason being, sponges naturally absorb liquid. So, if your Beauty Blender is already damp, it's not going to absorb your makeup like other sponges do, but actually allow you better control and application of your product, which in the long run saves you product and money. Just another reason to buy Beauty Blender. Next, we begin the application process, which is also really simple and fast. Dip the Beauty Blender in the product like this. Then you stipple or bounce the Beauty Blender on the area you're working with. Not only does this method give you better control over the application, but because the sponge deposits the makeup at the same time that it blends it, you end up with a seamless application. Use this same technique for concealers, all foundations, cream blushes, mineral makeups, and powders. And there it is. No lines, no smears, a flawless application. Now let's clean up. Open your blender cleanser, pump the reservoir a couple of times to bring the cleanser into the well. Then dip the soiled areas into the cleanser, meanwhile squeezing it to ensure you get product all the way in the sponge. Once your sponge is sufficiently saturated with cleanser, continue to work the makeup out by sort of squeezing and rubbing at the same time with your thumb and forefinger, like this. Then rinse it out thoroughly, using the same method to remove any remaining blender cleanser. After cleaning your Beauty Blender, if you notice there's any makeup left over, just repeat the process. There will come a time when your Beauty Blender just won't bounce back to its original shape and will start to fade. This is when it's time for a new Beauty Blender. So, what do you do with your old one? Here at Salens Beauty, we are constantly working to stay environmentally friendly and have created the Blender Sender program so that you can dispose of your Beauty Blender in an eco-safe way. For more information about this program, visit our website at www.beautyblender.net. This concludes our Beauty Blender training video. Thanks for watching.